Council, are we ready to proceed, to continue or resume our proceedings?
Good afternoon, Mr.
Please,
Chairman.
someone bring the witness.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Yes, we are ready to proceed.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Mr. Usher? Thank you. Mr. Fowle will get us the witness. Yeah.
No problem.
Anna, you can do not stop.
Good afternoon, Madam Njie.
Ako itinyang Madam Njie.
I hope you had a good break.
Akaya mira yeda hale dahad kendo.
Yes.
Can we continue with your testimony?
Sa incident no ila sediaro labang.
Before we ended, you were just telling us about your ordeal at the NIA.
And
how you had been brought there after being arrested at Westfield and then later on taken to PIU. Before we continue with your testimony, there are a few things I would just like to ask you. I would also remind you just to make your statements very short. To assist with the interpreters. You had also mentioned these two young boys, school boys, who were on board the truck. Can you tell us what happened to them once you got to the NIA?
I did not see them again.
Can you also tell us who the director of the NIA was at that point?
Yankuba Baji.
Thank you. Can you just continue on from when you told us that you were just about to be blindfolded? Thank you.
When this gentleman said to them, here she is, and as soon as I stepped my foot inside, they came with this black cloth with the intention of blindfolding me, but I did not agree. I held on to it.
So
So now they came with the intention of getting hold of me and forcefully blindfolding me.
Madam Njie, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to get things clear. At this point, did you not tell us you were blindfolded? Sorry, you were handcuffed?
Ako watu men benyim satala ya funun ko ye bulo sitile no handcuff ke bulo lale. So between akofo abewo nyale ba wayata handcuff be bulo lale ba.
Hani oto ya bondile.
No, at that time my handcuffs were removed.
Handcuff bondile ko enata funnin ke baita.
The handcuffs were removed. It was after that that they told me to go with this old man. That was how it happened.
Bidem futata o nyasiti dulato.
So when we got to where they wanted to blindfold me,
Man na so ye nyasiti.
I did not allow them to blindfold me.
Council would la duta le kato kelo min kete auto kelo min sangrata wote amazia.
Council, that place was very, very hot because the kind of fight that took place there, it was a very, very serious fight.
Si laftam force muta ndefana manso.
Because they wanted to forcibly get hold of me and I would not allow them to.
Oto moy mo wara ulalam.
At that time, there were 7 people.
Be maskole.
All of them had masks on.
So me moy ke bati wolle benyato.
So those that were their leaders were in front.
Saying ni be wo nyo sabola je mansong.
Now we were in that push and pull and I would not allow them to blindfold me.
Modo be koma mawoje.
There was one individual behind, someone I did not see.
Nata kuma kawo moje ka fo Allah ta nyin kala nyami ngama easy de.
But then I heard a voice saying, what you want to do with this lady is not going to be easy. I did not turn to look at him behind because if I did so, they would pounce on me and hold me.
You mentioned that there was a push and pull between you and the people who wanted to blindfold you. Can you tell us the nature of that push and pull?
Ako yenyum foko ilafta diakuya ilafta nyada sitila le diakuya andu yenyum foko nyosa ba ketaje fokelo ketaje wo Kenya fo nyamba
comme ning ibelore mo lafta ke muto adu ite fa balandim pour aye muta alafta diakuya ke muto aye lipa ifana lipa yala be nyosa bolan sai.
Just like if you are standing and somebody wants to get hold of you, but you would not allow the individual to do so. Now if the person hits you and you hit them back, then there will be a push and pull. When they hit me, I hit them back. When they hit me, sometimes I used to fall on the ground. So, but I quickly get up and also hit them, and they fall on the ground. That was when I heard this voice, someone saying, this one is not going to be easy. What you want to do with her is not going to be easy.
How many people were in that room?
7 people first, those that I found there.
And were they all men?
They are all men.
What part of the security services did they come from?
Kodungolu ibota kanton intankada bunda jumala wala ibota security bunda jumala
antela jero to anenge yenyame dal dolmo parality bar dol manke parality wolu bedo ko la jeleto wala mo la do koti.
How I saw them, some of them are from the paramilitary, but not all of them are from the paramilitary. Some of them I suspect that are from the NIA in the compound there.
The people that were from the paramilitary, were they dressed in uniform?
Full uniform.
And is that how you were able to identify them?
Yes,
they wore masks on their faces. They put on very wired things over their masks on their faces, which if you look at sometimes makes you a little bit fearful.
Despite the fact that they had masks on, were you able to recognize any of them?
I don't know anyone among them.
Please proceed.
Saying that
was at the time that someone who was behind threw a rope. Some pushed me this way and I fell. It was a stony place. There was a concrete another place. That was when my knee broke and it was bleeding. That was when I allowed them to arrest me, because at that time there were many. They told them to go and bring 15 people. They came running as if you had placed a bowl of meat for them.
Madam Njie, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have some technical issues we need to sort out. Just hold on. Apparently the volume, we have a problem with the volume. It's going down. We need 2 minutes to sort it out. Mr. Chairman, this is the advice we've received from the technicians. Thank you.
Akoy si hakitul manding yenyino foko lamoyir langolu ala kumakan ka jidu male so technicien olo ko ye minute fula dila ya bonyoto so si hakitu ye lamoyir manding yam
bismillah
Check 1 2.
It may not be in the hearing room, but perhaps in the live broadcast. I understand the system is back on. May we proceed, Chairman? Okay. Madam Witness, can we proceed with your testimony?
Ako sedo fonse tenten no sediaro labang.
Yes.
I'll just ask you a few questions before you proceed. You told us that they tried to blindfold you, these PIU officers and other people who were in a room, and you refused, and they later started to beat you, and you fought back. Is that correct?
Katale purke nyada city balanta wo molumen be dinkirato PIU ni modolu biri lipa itefana ya damu takejo ni duntanyola je bitu amunta dali ni keleta.
Yes.
And how were you able to fight back against all of those men?
Ako ite killing ye mo jamal wairi ko fumo rola nyonnem ini keleta nyadi le
Well,
fighting is about hitting each other. When they hit me, I hit them back. I feel the pain, and they too feel the pain. Because if I left myself to them like that, anything could have happened. The person that threw this rope behind me, I did not know who the person was.
So sorry.
And then he pulled, and so now. So he pulled the rope, and those that were in front, they pushed me, and I fell down. That injured my knee, and it was bleeding all over.
How did you fall down? On what part of your body did you fall down?
If they are behind you and they push you, you will fall on your face. So they rushed to me, and all of them grabbed me. One held my head and turned my eyes like this. So I was under their control, and they were holding me everywhere. That time my clothes were off my body. My shirt was all torn.
Can you just tell us on what parts of your body you were being hit at this point?
There's nowhere they spared.
And what were they using?
Some had battens. Some had whips. Those are plastic whips. Those ones, just like if you took a tire and you hit a knife and you cut the tire from the the whip from the tire. They had bundles of those. Because at that time it was not yet that dark. They were beating me until I heard the muezzin call for the 5 p.m. prayers. That rope that they used to tie my leg, at that time I removed it from the leg that was injured when I fell. And so they took me like that.
From that point, they took me, because all of them grabbed me, they took me up, lifted me up, and took me. They walked a little bit distance and took me to somewhere else, like a compound in a compound, because there were 2 houses on each side of the little road.
And can you tell us, apart from the injuries that you had on your knees, you mentioned that your knees were bleeding, were there any other injuries that you sustained anywhere else on your body?
Ako tembo ya fununko ikumbali ngulu bebe yelo bokan wato men yo boyo ke silang wokola fo baramu kete ibalo dula dolu telebang menni kumbali ngulu tekilindi. Yes. Yes, I was wounded.
Please tell us where you were wounded. Take your time, Madam Njie.
Ako ya domang Madam Njie.
Actually, Council, maybe we should do a 5-minute suspension to take care of these issues that you just raised with me. So we will suspend for just 5 minutes and then come back. Hopefully, the issue would be resolved. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Meeting is suspended for 5 minutes.
Madam Njie, chairman ko mbe kulondi la janga minute luluta be kulle bola nyoto minute lulu ko lanse muruna ngatenteng.
Thank you. The meeting is suspended for 5 minutes only.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. apologize for that slight delay. We are having technical problems.
Madam Njie, akoy se haketu wo tarde wo dikundiro menketen amunta masimula kolle yo sabu.
But we are able to proceed with your statement now.
Ako barisa incident no ila sede arola.
You were just explaining how you were being tortured in a room full of men who were from the PIU and some others who you could not identify. You mentioned that a rope was pulled, tied around your legs and pulled beneath you, causing you to fall down and you sustained some injuries. You also told us that you had other injuries all over your body, and later on you were transferred to a different location. Just explain to us which location you were transferred to, and was it within the NIA premises?
Ako yemen sata wolem wato me ni o molu dun tanyola han foy koy ni keleta ina ta julo faynang e briye julo wafu doli e nyori bitumo tumo le boyta e kumbalingulu baramata han fo ina ta nyapi kanjele ye muta briye muta e bitun ye fintindi jewtumo le ye samba bundo kono ako bari ye samba damen kutake labango teng wodum fanan abe NIA la korda kono jele bam fo ye fintindi bantale.
Well,
it is still inside the NIA compound, but I think that's the last area of the compound because it's the area which is towards the seaside. And they told me to get up and go inside the room. I got up and took my wrapper and tied it around me and then went inside the room. The areas of my right part which were torn and cut, I decided to tie them up. By that time also my shirt was all over torn on my body. That one also I tied certain parts together so that I can put it on. I went until at the door of that room. I found a big gun lying at the door of the room. Just going inside the room, there was a table where I found this gun lying down. So when I saw that gun, what I thought was that they are coming to shoot me with that gun so that I'll die. So then I covered my face with both hands. Then I decided to call Allah's name. So that if I am going to die, I will die with Allah's name in my mouth. The elders who were standing there, they laughed. They told me, you have no business with this gun. Just go inside.
Okay.
Then I jumped. Because at that time my leg was completely numb, but I decided to bend down, get hold of my leg, and decided to go inside the room. Because that place is an underground. I went in there. I found 7 men inside there, 3 elderly people plus 4 young people. They told me, open this door and go in. And there was another door also. I told them, open it up. They told me to open it. I told them, I will not open it. So one of them pushed the door. I saw men standing inside. They were all having sticks in their hand. 2 or 3 people. When I got in there, I also decided, I went in and I went downstairs.
So,
they told me since in the morning you were fighting with men, but here now you will be beaten up to the point of shitting yourself.
ngai babu ke lambe walto
I told them, sorry for the language, I told them it's your mothers who will shit themselves.
o wato meduna je wato men damba fala ko la ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin.
When I was going there, I was calling Allah's name.
Ya Rasulullah mata nasrullah inna nasrallahi qaribun.
Then I went on reciting these verses from the Quran.
Kay tan ala bata meta asemma koy kayrota pour hakana ñuna bulo.
Which means that I have been suffering, and I was appealing to Allah to help me to escape these people.
So konya ko iwrela.
They told me to strip off naked and lie down.
Ila jang ila ñin tabulo kan iwre tariya time otiye.
They told me strip off quickly, there is no time, lie down on this table.
Ko ente nga wura ngal liya jang.
I told them me to strip naked by myself and lie down here.
Nyawo nyaaja be taylale.
I told them if any eye sees that eye will be broken, that eye will be broken. One of them shouted and said, I said you lie down, you want to refuse since in the morning, you have been giving us trouble. You said you are a lion, but we are made of zebra stuff. I told them I found people here whose mothers have not been married. They told me you've started insulting again. I said yes, your mothers were not married. They told me lie down. I told them no, if you see that your eyes will be spoiled, I will not lie down.
Just starting.
And they were given the go ahead to start beating me.
So
one of them got up and hit me. Before 2 minutes, that area was so swollen that it was unable to fit in my shirt.
So
they all started beating me. I was still standing. I didn't say anything.
So I
didn't revenge. I was only reciting certain verses from the Quran. And I went on reciting the same verses. So I continued reciting these verses. That the place was so wet with blood that I suspected someone was killed there, because the whole place was sticky with blood. And then one of them, after beating me for some time, one of them told them to stop beating me. They told me, you.
Madam Njie, you said this place was so filled with blood. You thought someone had died there. Where did this blood come from? Did it come from you or from somewhere else?
Ako yenyum foko je beni yelo lem isobita ko mole faje o yelo aboteti le bala fo yo yelo taraje.
Amambonte bala ngataje.
The blood is not from my body. I found that blood there. There was a table there.
Roto pempen concrete kono santo.
Mumfe?
Roto.
A rod was in the wall inside the room there. It was the concrete was made with that rod inside. There was a road type on that rod. And the rope came all the way down. That was also tied. They told me, you see this rope, if you give us more trouble, we will hang you here and remove the table from beneath you. And you will die here before 2-3 minutes. I told them, well, that's your own, those are your words. But I haven't heard them from Allah. The rods were in the wall, made in the wall so that they can tie your hands openly. There was a big window also. However big a person is, you can fit into that window. When they opened that window, the waves were hitting the wall around that window. Someone told me that when we kill you and throw you out of this window, there are crocodiles here who will have you as dinner. Well, in my own thinking, he didn't tell me that, but I thought by myself that this is the place they usually call Bambadinka. I told him, I cannot fit in the mouth of those crocodiles if God didn't destine that for me. I told him, death comes only once. It's better than what you are doing to me. These beatings you are doing to me, the pain I am suffering from, the death is painful, but that's only once. But what you are doing to me, what you are doing to me and continue doing it, that's very painful. But what I want to tell you now, think of tomorrow. You have to buy tomorrow. Well, if you buy tomorrow, when that day comes, you will find it. You will get that will be fine for you. When they are beating me, there are people who were counting the 7 people I passed in the first room. Some were sitting there, some were counting in French, some were counting in English. There was one elder man who asked them what are we going to count, up to how much? And one of them said, this woman, we will treat her the same, we will give her the same treatment as solo Sandeng. We will give them 35 cuts. After they beat me up to the point, I think that's when when they stopped counting. When they were, those who sitting in the other room said, okay, excuse. So that's the time when they opened the door. The ones beating me, the eldest of them said, go out. Your companion, what we are going to do to your companion, you will see that also. At that time, all over my body were wounded. I had wounds all over my body. To even leave that room and go, I cannot raise my legs. Then that's the time they pushed me. I fell in the other room.
Please take your time, Madam Njie. I know this is very painful.
So one tried to help me so that I can get up, but one of them said, no, don't help her. So well, I tried by myself. The table where that gun was lying, I got hold of the table, then I tried and tried until I was able to get up and stand. I gave thanks to God 3 times.
Madam Njie, you told us that you had injuries all over your body, but I would just like to concentrate on the particular areas that you were injured. Can you tell us whether you were injured on your head?
Ako yenyum foko otumo biri li paroke foye bandi balodula be baramata fodum ikumo fanam baramata le bang akumo baramata le baro baramata dami wonte yeti ikumo baramata bari o baramata dami yalo nyemu so manda li paro ko wala kumo 50 ha itata mulo ngampo nyondi suto fana ko take natan kam ko take. Well, the time I got the wound on my head was not at that time. After this was the beatings they gave me in the morning. Well, we went into that room. Inside that room, I found about 4 people to 5 people. They gave me a chair and told me to sit down.
They brought a camera, just like this camera here.
Madam Njie, before we move forward, I just wanted to establish what injuries you sustained. after you left the cells that you suspect was Bambadinka?
Ako alafta janinga tenteng ibota wo dinkira mento te sobita damen ko ka fajele Bambadinka wotumo ko balo be baramaring alafta lo nale mum barama fason le kete bala jato bala
ñe kumbalo mo bebe tering yo be yelo bola li parole ka sadami wol fana bebe yelo bonde.
My knee, which was broken, was oozing blood, and other parts of my body where I was beaten on.
Please tell us what those parts were.
Ako ela o balo minto ni minto li parole kete damen han foje baramata alafta wol le lonna.
What I can say is that the whole of my body was wounded and my knee was also wounded. There are other things grown up, you cannot recount those things on your own. Maybe after here we could discuss those issues. Some of the other things are an embarrassment. You cannot say these things when the whole nation is watching at you. That is making me to feel ashamed, and it's also hurting me a lot. So I cannot say these ones in the midst of people where people are watching me and people are also listening to what I'm saying. I leave that between them and God.
And we appreciate that, Madam Njie. We respect your decision. Tell us those things that you're comfortable telling us, and just proceed with your testimony. Wairi ya kumo fo etenya mi fanali ya fahamule akobitum albeo kachalale bari bitum itasi melnu fono tenten yewlu fo
biten tata je yenyeninka.
When I went there, they asked me,
min folo yenyeninka wala mo ke ba jangoti mi ganyela don ko tum foduma.
The first individual to ask me was that older elderly tall guy. He was a jeweler and also not a citizen of this country. He had a mobile phone and he was in communication with someone. He said to me, Madam, are you Nogoi Njie? He said to me, the head of the owner of the country is the one that sent me to you. I asked him, do you communicate with God? He said to me, no, the one who owns the country at this moment. I also told him that that would be God. He asked me, to whom did God entrust the country to? I said to him, here in the Gambia, that person is Yaya Jammeh. He said to me, he is in need of you. He wants to hear that there is a large a crowd or group behind you. He wants you and all these people that are behind you to cross carpet. Now, how much will that cost? I said to him, even 25 putut, it will not worth that. I asked him, is he the one that sent you? And he said yes.
My reply was that the person who likes him, I don't even like that person. He said, well, I don't think I have the diary mind to explain that to him. I said, why are you going to be afraid of him? You should be afraid of me because you people offended me. I told him, whether you inform him or not, that's your business. The group following me, I don't even know the amount of people. But the person who likes him, inform him and tell him that clearly that the person who likes him, I hate that person also. And the question went on, which party are you supporting? I told him that that's not the reason why I am here.
Okay.
He said, okay.
Tata siya not.
He went and sat down on his chair. I was sitting on a chair too.
Camera tiyo fananat.
The cameraman came. He was asking me my name, my surname, where I came from, and some other questions, and I gave him all the information. He also asked me, which party are you supporting? I said, no, I'm not here for that. I told him that what you asked me, what I know, that's what I'm telling you. No, that's what I told you. He asked me, what is that? I said, these people found me on the road. They arrested me and brought me and beat me up. That's all what I know, and that's what I can tell you. He asked me that question twice. What I know, that's what I tell him. And God is Allah is my witness. I just told him the truth. Then he called somebody else and by the name James. He told that man to convey me. That man came and said, come and follow me. I also tried and got up and followed that man. He opened another door when we left that building. The moment you open that door, the first thing you realize is the room was full of mosquitoes, plus other flying insects and a lot of other things that you see in the room. And there was a very small window with a wire gauze. And inside the room, there was a part where there was water, stagnant water inside the room. He pushed me from behind and told me to go and sit down inside that water. I didn't even look at him. I didn't. He told me, I am talking to you. I said to him, hey, go and sit down there on your backside. He said, you are insulting me. I told him, what are you? He said, okay, we will meet again. I said, until that time. I sat down at a corner. I found Modungom there because the place was dark. I didn't recognize some people. That's the time when Kafubai spoke to me and said, Nogoi. I said, yes. He said to me, Nogoi, I've been hearing the fracas you had with these people. I told him that, well, I was worried about you people because I didn't see you also. I asked him, when you were brought here, what has been done to you? He said, since in the morning we were brought to this place, that's how we are sitting here. I told him what's happening here, what exists here is very tough. I said the beatings they do to people here can easily kill a person. But I want to give you one advice which you should heed. They are human beings. They are not made of other stuff. They were wearing masks. But you've had me fighting them. Some of them, I removed their masks from their faces. So when I got that feeling in me that these people are human beings like me, then all my fear left me. Then I became brave and I started fighting with them. Formally, I thought that they were animals who were trained there so that they can kill people. So, but when I became brave and removed some people's masks from their faces, I realized that they are human beings. They are just wicked. Don't be afraid of them. If anybody hits you, hit back. If they tell you to strip naked, refuse. The shirts or the garments you are wearing will reduce the pain of the beating. If they hit you and you revenge, that will also take some time. If their accounting is completed, then they'll leave you. This is what I can tell you. You should all have your faith in Allah. Don't leave Allah behind. I sat down. They came again and opened the door. They brought in Solo Sandeng and pushed him inside. The same man called James. They told him to go and sit in that water, that stagnant pool of water there. I told Solo, don't sit in that water. He said, well, these people said I should sit in the water. I got up and I held Solo's shirt and pulled him towards me. They opened the door and called Modungom. He left, and that man also, I had them beating him. After they left him, he came back. They called Kafubayo. Dembo Jabang or Ibrahim Jabang. They came for him and took him away, and he was also beaten. When they returned, all of them were bleeding, especially Modungom. He was bleeding seriously. At the end, he had to use his mouth to drink his own blood. The way how he was bleeding was so bad. I shouted to him and told him, you want to make yourself mad? I removed my head tie and started wiping blood from his body so that he will stop what he was doing to drink that blood from his own body. I took off my wrapper and spread it on the ground.
Can you tell us where Modungam was bleeding from?
When he himself comes, he will tell you people.
We are asking you, whether you know where he was bleeding from.
His whole body was bleeding because wherever they beat him seriously, the skin splits. All the areas which were beaten and the skin was split were all bleeding. Those are the areas, the serious wounds where he used to suck his own blood. At the end, he sat down and bent his head. I held his head and told him, raise up your head. I said, you can be my son. What they did to me, I was able to bear it. You are a man, a young man. You should be able to bear it. People like you are having guns at Mataba. I told him, what are you doing? Be a man. Don't be afraid of these people. Let's all believe that this was destined by Allah. Let's all have faith in Allah.
So, we
were there. Solo was sitting near me. Solo told them, Wallahi, this woman is a valiant woman. What they did to woman, I saw it, and this woman fought them. The way this woman fought them is amazing. He refused to agree to what they want to, and then he fought them back. She fought them back.
I told them to come and lie on the wrapper which I had spread on the floor. The wrapper that I had under me, I tied that one properly. I took my head tie and tied it properly also on my head. I told them, all of you lie down and stretch. I got up and started massaging their bodies. Until at some point, some of them started to fall asleep.
Solo himself started sleeping or to the point of snoring.
Folo jannaka sino ko nya baraka ila nyins masaji rombalo fela fe atayif.
Before he could sleep, he said to me, "Thank you for the massage. My body is now a little bit better."
Ko nyoy fana ela akonya sambi binani so kutale kana molu bule bilambula.
But he also said to me, "You too, you lie down. Very soon they will come because they used to come during the night." I said to him, there will be no release in here. It's only beatings that will take place here.
Madam Njie, can you tell us the pool of water that you described where when each of you came in, you were asked to sit in that pool of water? Do you know what it was?
Ako Madam Njie, ko jiwo membe wo bungo kono ne yemendundi na ikafo me ikafale aliyeta si wo jiwo men kono. Foya kono sile munji fason nemu.
Sumuna ke solo sumuna.
It was a urine.
Kabol belorinje.
There were bottles standing there.
Barika bare pano fandiake o beloring amasu su because concrete kolo.
But there was also a pan. The reason why the water did not soak because of the floor was made of concrete.
How did you know it was urine?
Yalo nyari le ko sumunalem.
The smell of urine and that of water is not the same. Urine smells. When you get into a room that is having urine, you can sense the smell.
After the torture of Mudungom, did he tell you who actually carried out his torture?
Biri Mudungom tajire ya wonya fo anata fo ine jumanyo leo kala.
Amelo ya nyasiti.
He did not know them because he was blindfolded.
Hello.
What about Kafubayo?
Ako Kafubayo fo dum fana yalon ne.
Nyunu be malong be nyasiti ron le kataje ye fo ye wura la ne tabulo kan doli e singulu muta doli e bululu muta tulbe lorin teme be li pedro.
All of these ones did not know they are torturers. They were blindfolded. Once you get there, you are stripped and placed on the table. Your hands and feet were held and you were beaten.
How old was Kafubayo?
Ako Kafubayo is here alone no lai sanji jelle soto.
I cannot state his age, but he was elderly. He and Ibrahim Jabang were elders.
You already mentioned that Mudungom was a young man.
He's a young man, not yet married.
Please tell us what happened after you started massaging all the men and they basically fell asleep.
Sayang afanya mune nata kebriye de ma ke balulu massage han fo dolu sino ta mune nata ke
inata ibunda ile kotake.
They came and opened the door again.
Solo Sunday.
They called out for Solo Sunday.
Barata wala nyama wulta lot.
He was frightened. He got up and stood.
Once
he got up, he looked at me and called me Nogoi, and I answered. He said, "I am going." He told me, "Go and tell Usainu to take care of my family." I asked him, "But why are you telling me this?" He said to me, "They are going to kill me. But for me to die, for the country to have peace, that is something that I welcome." I said to him, "Solo, your family is still a young one. Don't make this statement again. I do not want to hear it." What I said to him, just hold on to that which I told you. Do not allow them to strip you and to beat you up. And when they hit you, hit them back. You are strong. Don't allow them to beat you. I asked him, why would you allow these bastards to beat you anyhow they want? When they hit you, it will pain. But when you hit them too, it will pain.
Because
I said to him, these people where they are now, they are all smoking of alcohol. So when you hit them, they will fall. So do not submit yourself to them so that they will beat you and kill you, because your family, your children are still young. Then he laughed and said to me, but there are many, and I'm alone. At that time, I was saddened. He went outside. He put one of his legs across at the door. One gentleman came and tied his face. And he was taken at that time. We were inside that room, Modungom and Kafubayo, but we heard him screaming. I said to Kafubayo and Modungom, are you hearing Solo's screams? Just as we finished that conversation, the door was opened once again. And they called out, Nogoi, Njie. I said, what is it? They said, come and answer. So I got up and I picked up my wrapper, trying to properly make it. I tied my head tie properly. I took my dress, which was torn, and I put the torn side at the back. So I went out. So those two gentlemen, those elderly gentlemen, the short ones, they covered their faces with their hands because they did not want me to recognize them. One gentleman again tried to blindfold me, but I hit his hand. I said to him, do not touch me with this nasty cloth. He said to me, but if I do not blindfold you, I'll be accused of not doing my job. So I asked him, so tying the faces or blindfolding people almost the age of your mother, is that the work that you are doing here?
Then I told him that you better think of tomorrow, because tomorrow is inevitable. It will come one day. He said, well, the reason for this is the place you are going to, you shouldn't see that place. I said to him, I think those people whose mothers were not married are the same people who are beating Solo. So what are you hiding from me? Let's just go. When we got nearer to them, he told me, well, let me place this cloth somewhere because they will accuse me of not doing my job properly. He was talking to me nicely. When we arrived at the place, then he started shouting, here is the onion, the big onion I have brought for you. One of them said to him, bring the onion here, we will slice it into pieces.
Can you just tell us what they meant by that? What did they mean by onion?
What
did you understand it to mean?
This is to say that I brought a hefty person, somebody who is fat, because at that time I was fat. Then I said to him, it's your mother that is an onion. She's the one that they are going to slice, not me. One of the men there who was the leaders of those doing the beating came and said to me, undress and lie down. I said to him, from the inception I told you to strip me naked and beat me. Any eye that sees me will be broken. It was then that he gave the order, and then some of them came. At that time they were beating Solo, and all of them came and Because when I arrived there initially, I went and I grabbed Solo and I said to him, Solo, did I not tell you not to strip naked? At that time he was stripped, he was only left with his underpants. He was not wearing any shirts, and whenever he was hit, that place used to break. There was one elderly Jola man that hit Solo on the head and broke his head. That was the same man that hit me on the head. It was at this point that I was hit on the head. That beating on the head is still hurting me in my heart up till today. That became a source of constant headache for me. So now they came and began to beat me up. They beat me seriously and we were fighting with them. And anyone that I was able to grab your whip from you, I will hit you back before you could get it from me. They were abusing my mother, insulting my mother. I was insulting their mothers back. They were saying to me, you say that you are a lioness, but today you have met with zebras. You will know. That was what was happening until those elders said excuse again. At that time, Solo fell on the ground and he was doing like this. At that time,
my chest became so congested that it was difficult for me to breathe. When they when the guys gave the signal and said excuse, then they brought me and sat me down. The leader of those who were doing the beating, they took up Solo and took him up. Someone came there and said, Tamba Mansere. Well, that's the time I got up, I got this name which I was unable to forget again. They said this man refused to get up. He said he wants to die, but he will die. It was Tamba Masre who gave that statement.
Then he came and asked me. I was sitting down. He asked me, what is your name? I told him my name and my surname. And then he said to me, this Solo that you were grabbing onto, what is he to you? I said, he's my loved one. And he loved me that much so for humanity's sake. And he said to me, who do you support? I'm a member of the UDP. Die hard, I'm a real UDP, 100%. I said to him, die hard, I'm a real UDP, 100%. Since the party was established, that was the party that I joined. I never had any other party. Because that is the party that I love. Am I no right to support any other party? Then I said to him, do I not have a right to support any party? So if I do that, why would you be asking me about it? Am I not a citizen of this country? I am a UDP, a die-hard member of the UDP. He asked me, who is your leader? I said to him, Lawyer Usainu Dabo. Can he take care of this country? I said to him, you would not know that until you give him the chance. He said, you didn't say that he is sleeping with you people in the bush here, and now you are talking about him ruling this country.
That's the time when I said, may Allah save us from that. That man came from a very pure and religious family. Don't ever tell me something like that again. He repeated again and said, himself and this solo are just sleeping with you people in the bush. I told him the man who sleeps with me in the bush is your father. He told me, you are a harlot, your daughters, and even your mother. I repeated the same thing to him. I told him, your father, your mother, your siblings are all harlot, and you are a harlot. He told me to shut up. I told him I will not shut up. A small man like you, a small boy like you talking, why shouldn't I reply?
He asked me, are you saying these things to me? Are you insulting my mother this way? Since the morning you are insulting my mother. Do you know who I am? I told him I do not want to know who you are. He did his hands like this and told the boys, come and hold her from the back. They came and held my hands backwards. Up to this now this hand doesn't stretch back. Because when the hand was being forced back, I suffered a dislocation. That time the hand was like this. His hand was like this, and he said, look at me. So with both hands, he hit me from both sides of my cheeks at the same time. I said to him, I leave you with God. He slapped me again, twice. For the third time, one man who was sitting beside me rose up. It's a tall fellow. And he said to him, you are going to destroy this one's ear. Nobody has tasked you with what you are doing.
That's my job. It's my job.
And then he said to them, that's my job. It's my job.
This is not a job.
But I said to him, this is not your job.
You are a bastard, that's why you do this.
You are a bastard, that is why you do this.
Go and find another job.
Go and find another job.
Hello, Mari. Yeba mutaware bari muso ina fejang. May
God will it that your mother or your sister will be arrested and brought here and be subjected to the same kind of treatment that I went through, and that would be a time that you would not be here. It was that time that one young man came. I do not know him well, but I know him somehow because he lived close to where I was, where I live. He lived from in Kerouan. He told them, this woman is very stubborn. It could be that when she's been beaten, she used to have a means of resisting or hiding herself from the pain. And then he said to me, open up your mouth. Let me look at your tongue. I said to him, put your hand inside and see. If I did not cut his hand, then he was lucky. He held my finger. He turned it and it broke. So it was just pointed like this. But I held it and I forcefully tried to return it back to position. At that time I was shivering, my whole body was shivering, my hands were shivering. he was about to fight with this individual.
O kambando kay ko
That other young fellow told him that you that are seniors here, if you should engage in this sort of problem and people outside should hear it, how will they analyze it?
Okay, go and talk to him. This fucking civilian want to disturb me my job.
Then he said to this guy, go and talk to him. He's a fucking civilian. He wants to disturb me in my job.
Okay, you fucking soldier.
Then this guy said to him, you fucking soldier.
So I will talk to him.
Then he got up again. And he was restrained. Then he said to him, do you know who I am? The other guy told him, you don't also know who I am. Then he was made to sit down. Then he sat down. That time, Solo was lying down. They were looking at him. He was not shaking. He was not moving.
Madam Njie, I have to interrupt you again. We are running out of time. We've come to the break, Mr. Chairman. I was just wondering whether we can take about 20 more minutes just to wrap up the witness. And then after lunch, we will proceed.
Madam Njie, ako wato bedoya kanne wato deteta so kadiamu chairman ya kafaim ko fo ntina da haflan jamu tajang ne obotala bitun ntina tentembal.
Council, you may proceed, please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Madam Njie, I just want to tell you that we have very little time left. You have explained the horrendous torture that you went through and the torture that you witnessed being carried out as well on Solo Sandeng. We just need to wrap up now on your experience at the NIA and just tell us what else you experienced in terms of the nature of the torture. And then we will move on to your experience at Mile 2 as well as Janjang Bure.
Ako wato deteta. Sain yo tajire ya menkela NIA je lafta silam pralio kumfa don mandingu bentu jali yo to labang wokola abela fela fanan hanimbi yekulu menu taki dinkira kotangulu to menu be ko mile 2 ani janjambure alsina tenten kaul fanan labang.
In terms of Mile 2 and Janjangbure, I just want to tell you to be brief. We have heard a lot of testimony on the conditions at both of these prisons, so we would just like to know how long you remain there and under what circumstances.
Ako Mile 2 ni Janjambure, sede dol natale je Benjamin ya fole woto nali futata woto abe lafla do yekumo sutiyandi pour yemenji je menketa je sa kumo sutiyandi pour kumo sitaria.
So just to proceed, please tell us what injuries you suffered after you were tortured and name those who tortured you. You've already mentioned Tamba Masire. Tell us if you know of any other people who were involved in carrying out your torture as well as the torture of Solo Sandeng.
Ako biya tajire ya menkela je pour ka kumor nyin tola bangsai ite ya jele menketela ya jele fana ye Solo Sandeng ye menkala je bari nyulu ko wokono ye nyin to moy jele ka fombe Tamba Masire fodum ye dolu fana lonne ye walla si to moy ibe mennu fola men yalon ko wolle o tajire ya kela je
Kendo almost Haruna Suso.
There was somebody called Haruna Suso.
Kabiranga ko nyimman sonna wulla ako Haruna Suso alji so kan kanal alafta fal.
When one of them said this other one has refused to get up, then he said Haruna Suso bring water and pour it on him.
So sambana ya bunga kan.
That was the time when they brought water and poured it on him. Ya bonju maleka.
Solo Sandeng.
That was Solo Sandeng.
To akirinti ngamra akirinti tale.
I thought that he was lying down there, but when they poured water on him, he just shook himself. Then that was the last time. He never moved again. One came and held his hand.
Haruna Suso ay do ko man le akaya ko Jibril Salla o.
Then Haruna Suso also called somebody's name. I'm not quite sure whether it was Jibril Salla.
Jibril tede ato
She said it's not Jibril. She's thinking. But the surname is Salah.
Tukulorolo.
Tukulor.
Alan Tukulor Mantaranaja.
You know, we don't have a lot of Tukulors in the Gambia. Most likely, he is also a foreigner. That man also got hold of Solo's hand and said, look at this.
This man is gone.
Then the third person also came. After they look at Solo, they said, this man is gone.
And this man gone, all of you father.
That means the person has died.
That
was the time when the last time they hit me, I decided to fall down. That was done by Tamba Masire.
So,
then I turned on my other side. That's the time he said, Haruna, come and help me. Let's take him to that other place.
So
he was dragged, not lifted up. They dragged him into another room.
So
they laid him and stretched him up. I was lying in the Bahama looking at them, what they are going to do to him. Then the operations commander said, called somebody and told him, go into the room. There are blankets there. Bring one blanket.
Please tell us who you're referring to as operations commander. You mentioned him before.
Operations commander Jumale Mateng.
Sheikh Omar Jeng.
Sheikh Omar Jeng. He is the man who sent the other man to go and bring a blanket.
So they
covered him with that blanket and wrapped him up as they used to wrap a corpse. If any one of them comes and looks at him, they will realize that this person has died. When their doctor came and looked at him, he also pronounced him dead. He sent the same man again to go and bring another blanket.
That
blanket was also brought. It was a white one, but there are blue and red marks at the ends of the blanket. They wrapped him inside that blanket also, as they wrapped his head round and all over his body.
Any other action came mankumbo.
I didn't do anything, I didn't cry. Because if I cry, I knew exactly that they will kill me, so that I will not spread the news outside. Somebody told them that woman also lying there, she's also lying down steady. The operations commander said, go and pour water on her and see. I don't know whether they had a freezer in there, but sometimes that water they used to bring is cold, and that's what they pour on people. Cold water, that's what they bring. When they pour this cold water on me, that's the time when I shook my head.
So
then they said, she's not dead, she's not dead. The men sitting down there, they whispered to each other and said, take her away, take her away. So that I will not know what has transpired there. But by that time, I knew what had already happened. So that's the time when some men came and got hold of me. They dragged me like an animal. By that time, all my nails were broken. Because Tamba Masire with his boots came and stamped on my legs. Even before falling down. I told him, remove your legs from my leg, remove your boots from my leg. You are winding me. She said, the person I am going to kill, you are now talking, saying that I am wounding you. I told him, you are lying. If Allah didn't kill me here, I will not die here. You don't have anything to do with that.
Madam Njie, was he standing on your foot or on your knees?
Standing on my toes.
4 toes.
So was it your nails or your knees that were injured?
My
toes were all wounded, and also I lost my nails. One of them got off while I was on mile 2.
What other injuries did you sustain?
I was wounded in many spots.
Balo be ni baramo balo kay dawda yen siti julo be fangala o an say mamra abdullah sen kata ko julo jambe wasile.
My whole body was wounded. Even where I was tied with a rope, there's still a mark on my body.
That
was when I was dragged back to where Fatumata Jawara was. And Fatu Kamara. So when I was thrown inside, I lay down on Fatumata Jawara.
I had previously asked you about Fatmata Jawara and Fatmata Kamara, and you said you didn't know where they were. At this point, can you tell us how they came to the NIA?
Ayalo atamda yininka ako Fatmata Jawara ni Fatmata Kamara foi meje ko utumo ko meje ako foi alu ne natanya min NIA bam.
Yes, amana motobala.
Yes, they brought them in the truck.
Ko so wato belli paka parki jele.
That time they were beating me. I saw them. The truck came and they were being disembarked and they were taking the men away. They were blindfolded and then brought along. That was when they came and they bent down where I was and they said to me, they said to me, you said that you are not aware of anything that was happening, but Fatumata Jawara said that it was you and Sonia who are the leaders of the people who were out. I said to them, no, she did not tell you that. And if at all she did say that to you also, she was not mistaken because she is a child. Because that time she was panicked and what she was saying, she was not even aware of it.
Fatumata
Kamara too was brought and beaten. When she was beaten for the second time, she invoked the name of God. It was during the course of that beating that one elderly person came. It came from the evening prayers. And was passing by and said, you bastards, you don't pray since morning up to this time, you've not prayed.
What the woman said was that since in the morning you are beating these people, you didn't have time to go and pray. Don't you know that this woman, the words of Allah she's invoking, she's cursing you people? That was the time when they stopped the beating. They were removed from that point. I saw them taking them away. When they arrived at the reception, the blindfolds were removed. When that was done, they all fell down. It looks like they were even fainted.
So
that was the time when I was also brought and taken into the same room where they were thrown, and I was also thrown on them. That's the time Fatmata shouted and said, you are wounding me. Then I said, Fatmata? She said, yes. I said, sorry.
Madam Njie, before they came to the NIA, did they tell you where they were?
Ako ya fenne bangi benun damin Njie nati NIA.
Beren tata form for tata loptano to wato la ngenyi ka atul be bintole.
When we got to the hospital, that was when I asked them, where were you?
Ko nyen tolbe mile tule.
And then they said to me, we were at mile 2. They said to me, we were worried about you because you were the only one who was absent from us. I told them that when they took us away from the paramilitary headquarters, I was taken straight to the NIA. Before they were taken to the hospital, they had all fainted, and I screamed.
At what point were they taken to the hospital? Was it before or after their ordeal at NIA?
Ako ye sambalop tano to wati jumale. Jani ye lipa NIA lombang for liparingo kola long wonata ke aye sambalop tano.
Liparingo kola long.
It was after the beatings.
You never lying.
They were lying down.
Inata jio fenam pulka dila yeming.
They came to give them water to drink.
I hit the cup of water in the man's hand. Because those people, they were unconscious.
So a moment of conscious position of
somebody who is already unconscious, if you want to force water into that person's mouth, the water might go the wrong way. The water might go the wrong way, and that person could die. Because they are liars. They will just say that they died in another way.
Operation commander say Omar Jeng ako lamin lansanya yeko akay tab mako yena fe ko sam pour ka dimo sumyandi bala.
That was the time when the operation commander Omar Jeng told Lansanyang, the medic there, to go and bring medicine so that that will be a painkiller, some sort of a painkiller to reduce their pain. The man came back in a hurry.
Ay bendango nyimbondi ay fenkota ay kati ay bendanta ay posino be sabaje.
He came with a syringe and broke the seal of the medicine and decided to draw all the medicine into the syringe. I pushed away the syringe and I told him that you are not going to inject anybody here. Unless they got up by themselves and decided to take the injection by themselves, then that's not a problem. But the condition they are in right now, I will not allow you people to inject them. That's the time I pulled Fatmata Jawara towards me. Fatmata Kamara towards me. But by then, my hand was so swollen that whatever I hold, I have to use my two hands. Because of Nitoro. But at that point, I forgot even my own pain because of unhappiness. I said, let's all be and have faith in Allah. We have nobody to stand for us here, but only Allah can stand for us here. I told them to have faith and have courage. I told them what they did to me. They didn't even do that, half of that to you people, but whatever, I'll bear it. Until when I leave here, I'll go and heal myself. I pulled Fatmata Jawara. I told her to put her head on my... I told her to put her head on my legs. The place she put her head was even paining me, but I just kept quiet.
Then Sir Omar
said to me, he is assisting them so that the body pain will subsidize. Then I asked him, where is the body pain coming from?
operation commander jan.
I heard from you that you are the operations commander, aren't you?
Operation commander jam. Fente kala la kota kan ka janni fembe kala na kota kabirin follow nyanta okela.
Then he said to me, I am the operations commander and nothing will happen to you again.
Operation commander.
I said to him, then that should have been said in the first instance. I am not schooled, but I know as an operations commander, you are the one who operates everything the way things should go. If you had given the instructions that we not be beaten here, nobody would have beat us. And now you come here and talk to me about being an operations commander.
Madam Njie, I know that you want to say everything that you want to say, but we really are running out of time. I don't know if we can proceed to the hospital and what happened there, and then quickly proceed to what happened at mile 2. Thank you.
Akayalone kumujama beda ilafta menu fala barbitun saing watu le deteta nsita lopitano to menketa je okola nsita mile 2.
A lot of battle I command ko F.
He stood outside and called and said F.
Dress
and said, dressed up, a vehicle is coming to pick you up. Then I saw a vehicle coming and a lady alighted from the vehicle. So when she came, she went and opened the door. We were seated here at the reception. And over here you had the hospital. They assisted us and took us to the hospital. There are 4 beds at the hospital. There is no rest place. So we went there, each to your bed. The medic had the other bed.
So we
were there under their care. For 2 or 3 days, we did not see Sir Omar. Then I asked that lady, and I asked her, the lady's name is Fatu Dabo. Fatu Dabo was a nurse there and a very good person. And she assisted us well, just as someone is supposed to assist a relative. Because she went at length to take risks on our behalf, which if they were known then, she would have been in trouble. Then I said to her, assist me, I want to go to the rest place. She took me there. We found the Tamba Masere there. He had gone and taken bath and prepared restaurant. He had come out to try to chase women. He had seen one girl, and this is the girl that he has come after. He was leaning on the door and talking to that girl. Fadabo said to them, please move away from this place. My patient is going to the restroom. So they all dispersed. I went to the restroom and I held the door of the restroom and I was looking through the window and observing him.
He signaled to the girl to follow him. When I came out, I told Fadabo, this man is the man who gave me all these wounds on my body. He is the man who broke my finger. He is the same guy who beat me on both sides of my cheeks. Fadabo said, well, I don't know this man. I don't see him around here usually. I don't know him.
So, not a mistake.
I made a mistake there.
Because
if she had been somebody who gossips, she might have informed them that this lady has recognized you people. They might even be punished for that. That's the time I remembered that. She brought me inside the room and she went out.
Anata minna ko he bano ko ite yin sutele.
When she came back, what he told me that was, hey, Mother Nogoi, you really recognized this man.
Madam ko kotake.
Then I kept quiet. I didn't say anything else.
So man na la finna idea am kotake.
I didn't want even to talk with her again.
Pare sulata mingo minna e fengol ta ke kembulo tan ka massage pour dimo itala.
Whatever I need, she will help me, and they brought some things for my hand so that the pain will go down.
Operation commander.
The fourth day was when Omar Jeng came, the operations commander.
She said to me, Aja, and I answered. He said to me, but the boy said that you don't accept the food that is served here. I said to him, I am the one who refuses to eat that food, and I have also instructed these others not to eat the food.
Madam Njie, how long did you actually remain at the hospital?
Loptano fan kono tiltanga wala keje tata room do to tilnane keje tiltani nane wala ke NIA.
In the hospital we spent 14 days at the NIA.
We spent 10 days in the hospital room, and we were taken to another room where we spent the 4 days.
And you were with Fatoumata Kamara and Fatoumata Jawara, is that correct?
Yes.
What treatment did you receive there?
Except the massage which we had, they used to warm water which they used to massage our bodies. But we did not get any other treatment because I would not allow them to inject us. I said to them, these 4 days, not eating will not kill anybody. Because here, whatever you think of has a capability of happening.
Did your wounds heal within that period that you were at the hospital?
It did not heal.
And how long did you remain at the hospital?
10 days.
And where did you go next?
We went into another room where we found 2 sponges and a red carpet. The room, when we got in, I went around the room. I went behind and I noticed there was a restroom there. I said to them, well, this room looks safe, nice, but I don't think it's a safe place. Because I said there are stairs which lead to another room. But still, let's hope in God. God will help us. So, if anyone wants to wash, you could go there and wash. If you also want to perform ablution, you could go ahead and perform ablution. All we have here is to keep praying to God.
And after you left the hospital, where did you go to?
The day that they came to pick us up, sorry, I forgot again. He said they will come to pick you up, to take you to mile 2. But when they come, tell them that you are not going, that you want to stay with me here. I will take care of you people and nothing will happen to you again. But I laughed. And he asked, Aja, what are you laughing at?
Because I found it, I let jump on it and fail.
I said to him, because your place is funny to me. It's just like your child goes out and fights or is beaten in the streets. So it's like you also, somebody comes from outside and tells you, this child is a very indisciplined child, and you went ahead and beat up that child again, even without asking the child what he has done. And once the child starts to cry, you become scared or frightened, and what do? You get a toffee, you take a toffee and give to this child, trying to placate him to keep quiet. This is how I see your displays, because we were brought here, we were beaten even without being asked what we have done, and now you are asking us to tell you what we want. This is the way I see things. That was, it was after that that we left. But before the vehicle arrived, he said to me that he wanted to release us. But if I go to Senegal, I will buy something, a present for you people. I'll buy a piece of cloth for each one of you. He asked me, what color of cloth would you like? And I said to him, yellow.
He laughed to the point of raising his legs up. He asked me, whether are you still people following the UDP? I told him that if you see me out of the UDP, then I am dead. But even if that happens, my siblings will continue with the UDP. Because the three of us, it is in our blood. They came for us and took us away. Then I didn't know anything else about them again. We thought that we were going to have an easy time. On the whole, we were going into another hardship.
Did you eventually end up at Mile 2 prisons?
They took us to Mile 2, and we were given wooden shackles to wear. Just like criminals.
Do you know in which section of the prison you were kept?
Female gate.
Female gate.
The place you were you there with only women, or there were other men there?
There are no men, only women. The soldiers were on the way.
And who were you there with?
The
people we met there were young girls. They could be up to 20 or even 30. We went and joined them. We also found Juguna. We also found Fanta Dabo.
And you were with Fatmata Kamara and Fatmata Jawara?
And told Samba remind prison and told me Samba what?
They took us to the remand prison.
Coming in the remand prison.
While we are at the remand prison,
Hussein Lamuso Aja Maindur.
Hussein's wife, Aja Maindur.
Tomorrow Sifa Yalong Asada Sambayana.
She brought us all different types of food you can think of.
Labangola inata akonye puruka domoro fenyana ay kafere ke akadundu nyaming atelialo.
In the end, they used to bring the food inside, but whatever strategies she used to do that, it's only known to her.
Yentane Fatu Kamara nem Fatu Jawara Bondiji Samba convict prisoner.
Myself, Fatu Kamara and Fatu Jawara, we were taken from that place and taken to where convicted prisoners were locked up.
At
that time, they were not being brutal or wicked to us. It was only that the place was congested.
So at
that time, myself,
high blood and diabetes seriously mbake because nyisoka to kandire ngoboka ji.
I had my high blood and my diabetics was very serious, and I used to have a burning sensation in my chest all the time.
Ndata loptano to wati isafanye 200 plus or 190 was ifar.
And each time I go to the hospital, they will charge me 200 or 190 plus.
So,
after when it was fasting time,
nata sasaje mboita.
I fell ill and I fell down.
Inata commander okay told nata. No say
prisoners made a call and the nurse came.
Yen samba ila loptanot.
They took me to their clinic.
Kabren samba je wen check akoy ko 5 minutes na yak soto albula be kala fureti.
When I go to the clinic, I was checked, and the guy said to them, if she had spent 5 minutes over there, she would have been dead. He gave me a tablet and said I should put it under my tongue, and gave me another tablet and said that I should drink that one. They called an ambulance, and I was put in. So they started the vehicle and they went at high speed moving towards Bansang. When we arrived, I was put on a bed and I was examined.
At what point during your stay at Mile 2 were you taken to Bansang?
Ako wati jumala yalo ibenu Mile 2 le. Sai wati jumala na tebondi Mile 2 foka ta fo by Sambala Bansang.
At that time I was not aware. I just suddenly saw myself in Bansang.
Where in Bansang?
Bansang Minto.
Bansang loptan ba kono birim futata jedro.
The Bansang mean hospital. When we got inside, there was a blackout, so I did not get inside. I sat down. So they said that we should go inside. They were telling me, Nogoi, let's go inside. Their mobile phones were on. They put on the lights. They said, let's go. We have lamps. We'll put them on. But I did not respond to them. But at that time, when I arrived, they had put me on a drip.
Do you know why you were taken to Bansang Hospital instead of the RVTH, which was closer?
Yes, Samba Bansang. Katu banyun loptano le katata ni Mile 2 lem. Munan na bita foite be Samba la Bansang foya lo ne bang.
Ngami so bi wolom nyente ni Samba na Mile 2. Mile 2 asake molien suteje. Molien jeje isai kan tolu nule kan Samba jara ko jara lola.
What I suspected was that if I was taken to Mile 2, people will said Mile 2.
Koso wato e malong ba atarantanga kilaki ngamoje mi yalo usela dokulalom otumo be NIA ma kumandi ma hani kato kumana ngaju be nyabalo ngakan ten wotumo nyimbelare fatu kamara belare kanenye nyimbulo be tiren kabira fana jeji be drunga nyambala kan longa kaite mambulo indi.
Well, the way it happened was when we were at Mile 2, I saw somebody who I know was very close to Hussein Dabo. So I didn't call his name, but I looked at him until I caught his eye. When he looked at me, I made a signal to him. Then I think he comprehended what I meant. But after, then one of them came to me and asked me what have I been telling that guy. I asked him, do I know him? I told him, go and ask him if he knows me. I don't know him. He said, but I saw him I saw you signaling him. I said, no, get out from me.
So NIA.
That happened at the NIA.
So
they used to hide us because they don't want people to see us. Well, we were suffering at Mile 2. When they took me to Bansang, I became conscious. Then, by that time, drips, I was in drips. They fixed drips for me. So when we arrived at the Bansang hospital, a blackout took place. Then I sat down at one place and I refused to get up.
Just to clarify, Madam Njie, was this before or after you were sent to Janjanbureh prisons?
Yes, that they had already taken us to Janjanbureh prison by then.
Please just start from there. Tell us how you actually got to Janjanbureh prisons before going to Bansang Hospital.
Afolonye janni bitala hanfo Bansang lopitano really samba Janjanbureh wati jumale ani nyadi.
Ulara ndengolo around 5 or 6 my because utumo ulara hospital.
It was early evening, around 5 or 6.
How long did you remain at Bansang? Sorry, at Janjanbureh prisons?
Ale wati jelle ke Janjanbureh kasola.
Anta wato fono la bari meta silo kan katunte ne man futaje.
I cannot estimate the time, but we took a long time on the way going.
Suto balen futaje.
We got there late in the night.
Jannen kataje suto starta Mansa Konkole.
Before we got there in the night, we started at Mansakonko.
Jindi Mansa Konkole police.
We disembarked at the Mansakonko police station.
Eko oli muta.
They asked those people to keep us and that they will pick us up the next morning.
The
police said at the station called Padabo said to them, take them along, I don't have the space to keep them here.
Well, what Padabo said after they left was that you brought half-wounded people, half-dead people to me. Now, if you leave them here and anything happens to them, then I'll be given a bad name. This is why I don't want you people, I don't want them to leave these guys here. So they put us back in the vehicle and we went on and we drove all that night. We arrived at Janjanbureh late at night and we were handed over to the guys at Janjanbureh. They took our belongings and put us in a cell. They wrote our names and put us in a cell. It was a 2-room affair.
And how long did you remain at Janjanbureh prisons?
We went there during the month of Ramadan.
I
think we prayed Ramadan there. We started the fasting here, but we did the prayers in Janjanbureh. Even the court session found us in there. When we were in that hospital, I said I will not get inside except the lights were put on. One prisoner lady came, she is from Makati. If you know that you are not going to enter inside and be disturbing people, then we shouldn't have wasted our time to come here to attend to you. I said to her, do you see this hand? It is swollen. I am unable to do anything with it. But if I slap you with my right hand, I will break your head. Because the anger that is in me, if you know that, you will not even talk to me.
You mentioned that your trial started during the time you were at Janjanbureh prisons. Can you tell us how that came about? Will you need some time, Madam Njie? Perhaps we can take a break. You look like you're tired. I think we need to take a break. Mr. Chairman, I believe the witness is tired. Let's take a break at this point and then we'll come back. We don't have that much to go. We are asking if we can take a break of 1 hour, 20 minutes, so that we can also deal with the business we need to deal with in the
You
conference.
have to guide me now instead of the other way around. Are we coming back after that break in the public session, or do we close the public session there in the light of the note that's just been given to me? Can you please clarify?
Yes, Mr. Chair, the arrangement is that we take a break now, a lunch break. Obviously, there is only a little left to be dealt with, but I think we've pushed a little too far. The witness would need to take a little rest. We would take 1 hour, 20 minutes, and then we will resume our public hearing. She would continue with her testimony, and then the commissioners would ask questions, and thereafter she would give her closing remarks. There is that intervening business that the commissioners need to deal with, which I don't have to announce here. So 1 hour, 20 minutes lunch break, and then we resume. So which means, therefore, we should resume at, yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Fine, that's okay with me then. If we're coming back, we're not closing the public session at the moment. So we would take the lunch break now and come back. We'll resume at 3:35.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all very much.